Hey, this is Vivian with a WGU update. It's been a while since I've done an update. Things have been a little bit busy as usual. As you can see, first of all, I wanted to talk about my new purchase that I got that I actually got because of my studies at WGU. So let me explain. So these were very good because I started having issues because I've been reading things online so much, like issues with like eye strain and like headaches and all that. And apparently there are glasses you can get, and actually I've had these kinds of glasses since I was little, but I lost the old ones. And so I decided to make a purchase to get some new ones just recently when I started WGU. But so far I've been really happy with them. It helps with long study sessions where you have to stare at the screen for a long time, either reading things or typing performance tasks or whatever it is you're doing. So that's the first thing I wanted to share that's different. So that's why I look a little different today. I have these computer glasses on. The second thing is I'm really excited because I am one course away, or actually, if you want to get very detailed, one performance task away from finishing my first term courses. So my first term courses were supposed to go until October 31st, and today is June 25th. So I will be finishing it extremely early, which was the original plan. And what I'm going to be doing is starting on my second term courses as soon as my final performance task gets graded and approved. So I'm crossing my fingers and hoping that I don't have to resubmit my task. Speaking of performance tasks, I did want to talk about a little bit of my experience with the performance tasks. So for the numeracy class that I took, oh my goodness, the performance tasks were a nightmare. They were very, very, very detailed, and they took a long time. And I guess I didn't realize in the beginning how much went into each of those performance tasks. And I guess the mistake that I made was that I read everything and then I did every performance task at the very end. And what I recommend you do instead is to actually pull up all of the performance tasks before you actually start the reading and look at the types of things that you're going to need to know. And most likely, at least the way that the course was set up for mine, is that you would be able to do the initial readings and do performance task 1, and it'll have to do with all of those, and then you can go on to the next readings and those will apply to performance task 2, etc. So that's exactly what I did for the next class, which was graphing and proportional reasoning and equations, inequalities, if you want the full title. But for that one, I've been a lot more successful. I submitted those and I got those approved immediately instead of me having to resubmit over and over again like I did with the previous course. So that is my suggestion for you if you are taking a class that requires any performance tasks. I'm trying to think what else. So I'm really excited just in general because I'll be starting. Actually, I've already started it. Here's another thing that's really cool, like that I really like. Even though I'm not enrolled in Research Foundations, which is what I'm preparing for now, I can still access the course and do the readings prior to that. So if you're really ambitious and you have a lot of time, you could technically approach as many classes as you want, just like a standard college education where you're taking 4 classes at once and like that's your full-time job. So like if you're a teacher, maybe your full-time job would be as a student, so you'd be taking all 4 of the classes that you're enrolled for that term and doing them all at once. Personally, I prefer doing 1 class at a time. It's just when I'm waiting on performance tests to get graded that I'm taking advantage of that extra time to look at courses that are coming up later on, which is exactly what I'm doing now. So it feels nice to feel like you're ahead because I can't do anything else in terms of submitting work or anything, but I can get all my readings done. I did my pre-test already, got my reading started, and maybe by the time my performance task is finished, I'll have finished maybe half of the readings for Research Foundations. But either way, it's a nice, efficient way to approach it. I'm trying to think what else I might be missing. It probably would help if I wrote some stuff down beforehand, right? I was going to say, Uh, Maybe that was it. Okay, well, oh, this is what I was going to ask. I was going to address some comments from people. So there's Billy Cavilla that I got a comment from. Hi, Billy. So you had a question. So first of all, you said you are WGU Texas and you're starting in a few months. Congratulations on your decision to start that and to start your BS in accounting and MBA. And your question was, if one fails a competency, do you have to take the course over? And how many times can you do that? So I don't think that, okay, I can't speak for all courses, but this is my understanding, that it probably applies to all courses. You don't have to take the whole course over again. So there's going to be certain assignments. So if it's performance tasks, you just have to resubmit that specific performance task until it's approved. And I think the same applies for the actual tests, which I actually haven't taken yet, but I will be taking for Research Foundation. So I think there's a certain number of times that you can take it, but you don't have to redo the whole course. Like you could go back and read all of it if you wanted to, but if there are certain areas that you need to focus on, that you need to really work on, you can just pick those areas to work on and do that, and then go back and take the test again. So that's my understanding of it. So I'm assuming that would apply to other classes because it seems like I think it should. But either way, if you do enroll, and you start, you'll have an enrollment counselor, and also you'll have two mentors. You have your course mentor and your student mentor, and you'll be able to ask them any questions that you have, and they'll be able to tell you exactly the answers for those. So either way, you'll have your questions answered firmly before you start your course. So good luck, Billy, on your classes. And as for today's video, I think that's it. If I forgot anything, I'll just include it next time. All right, see you later. Bye.